Hello and welcome to today's very special class here by the Waterfall in France, in Brittany, where we're filming. So I'd like to invite you to take a moment and find a seated position, cross-legged on the mat. You can also sit on your heels if that feels better. And just tune into the present moment with me and take in all the sacredness and beauty of this land where I am, and that is coming to you through the screen as well, with the element of the water and just the water flowing here as a cascade, as a waterfall behind me. So softening the face here, softening your shoulders as well, and just finding your home in your body as you sit, connecting to your breath. So you don't have to change anything about your breath as such, just letting yourself inhale and exhale naturally through the nose and then maybe out through the mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. And letting your nervous system reset, letting all the thoughts, letting all the stress and tension and heaviness from the day or from the week just melt into the ground and flow away. Let the waterfall take it. And just softly drawing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's do this 2 more times together, inhaling through the nose and sighing out. One last time, drawing breath and release softly. Now today's a floor-based session, so we'll only be sitting or laying down or being on the knees. So first focusing on the head and on the neck here, letting your head drop softly. And then taking your chin up to shoulder and then opposite shoulder. Do this a few times, 1 breath, 1 movement. You feel like closing your eyes, you do that. And just see where this takes you intuitively. If you wanna start to take full circles with your neck. And 1 round, then the other. Changing direction. Very nice. Now focusing a bit on the back, lower back and the hips. You can place your hands here on the knees and starting to tune into a spiral circular motion here. And you want to engage your core a little bit, the abdominal area. So it's kind of your core that's pushing out to the side and pushing it out to the other side and then taking you forth and back. This is a very feminine movement. It's great to soften and restore if you've been very stiff, very serious in your body. Just letting yourself flow here. And you want to sort of almost feel the extremities of your body, of the stomach, of the womb here as you go really out to the sides and all the way back and forth. And breathing in and out here as you do this. And just as we did with the neck, you want to change sometimes the direction. Very nice. Now come back to your center. Let yourself sit tall. So you want to feel really the sitting bones from the base here, and then all the way up to the crown of the head, really elongating yourself. Here we have all the 7 chakras. So just feeling the energy and everything harmonizing within you. Now taking your right forearm here onto the thigh, and then opening up here, just twisting a little bit over to the left side. And then do the same on the other side. So left forearm on the thigh. You can have the right hand just here. And then rotating and opening up to the right side, sliding that shoulder right behind you. Let's do this again on each side. Beautiful. Now this is taken from Kundalini Yoga, so having the hands here just on the shoulders. And you want to focus your attention on your spine. And we start to do this type of movement with the breath. This is to release energy and activate just all the goodness within. So my sitting bones are still just nice and straight, anchored into the mat. But I'm moving here from the core and taking the shoulders side to side. And soften your face. As you do this, you might want to bring a slight smile onto your face. And eventually, very gently and slowly coming back to center. So now that we've warmed the upper body and spine very well, we're gonna come here and do a bit the legs and the hips. So just coming on all 4 first on your mat. Hands are right under the shoulders here. Knees under the hips. And let's find a child's pose. So from here, taking your knees either out really wide if you want a deeper stretch, or just a little bit wider. Come and sit on the heels, and then let your chest and forehead just sort of naturally come down onto the mat. An option here to have the hands under the forehead as a pillow, just like this. Another option would be to extend the arms and to have the forehead touching the mat. So you see how you feel. Just soften here in your child's pose for a moment. Letting yourself breathe. Letting your upper body and lower back have its full weight, just folding over the mat. And relaxing your thighs, softening the neck here. And just softly coming back up into your tabletop. And from here, we're going to extend the left leg just straight and really push through the heel. Just extending, really stretching that leg. tucking in your tummy a little bit here. And then taking your knee to the left elbow and just holding it here. And straighten. We'll do this a few times. So this is not so much of a workout than just being in your body and feeling the sensations in your body. This is a great hip opener and works the core a little bit as well. Couple more rounds here before we change and do the same on the other side with the right leg. So I'm placing my knee down here and extending the right leg, this time really pushing through the heel. And I want to sort of push the floor away, so I'm not sort of collapsing here like this. I'm really tucking the tummy in a little bit, opening up and pushing the floor away with my hands. And now taking the knee to the right elbow. Just see how this feels for you, how your body feels when you do these movements. And just make sure you breathe nicely. And 1 to 2 more rounds. And place your knee back down. Find your child's pose again. And if you went with one option, if before you had the hands under the forehead, maybe this time try to extend the arms and see how that feels. And now push back into your tabletop. Look up as you inhale, slide the shoulders. And exhale as you drop the head and round the back. Beautiful cat-cows. Just let yourself flow like the water behind us. Letting the energy in your body just really rush through and feeling all the parts inside your body coming alive. And eventually coming back to the center in your tabletop. And we'll slide down into puppy pose. So if you haven't done this one before, the hips stay here up in the air. So it's just gonna be my upper body and the arms that move. So nice and stable here with the knees. And then just walking my hands like this to the front. And I see where I land. So if your chest touches the mat or chin here or nose or forehead, just, no judgment, just go down and see what lands. So for me, it's the tip of the nose here or the chin that sort of touch the mat, so I'm gonna stay there. So just staying here, surrendering to this shape. If you need to adjust yourself, of course, do that. And then just stay here in this position for a release, shoulder, chest opener. Just melting the heart into the ground. take a first inhale, really nice deep inhale. And then just lift yourself up very carefully with the chest coming up first, then the hands. Beautiful. Nicely done. So for the rest now of the sequence, we're gonna be sitting here. So I'm gonna sit here and just come all the way down on my back, lifting the knees up to sky, and find happy baby. So grabbing hold of either the toes or the outside of the feet here, and then the head comes back down on the mat. And you're sort of pulling the feet down toward you with the hands, but you're also pushing the heels up to sky. So it sort of has that dynamic. If it feels good, feel free to take a little rock side to side. Beautiful. Now slowly release the grip and find bridge pose. So taking the hips all the way up to sky here. And just squeezing those glutes, strong thighs and strong lower back. And the feet are firmly planted on the yoga mat. And the knees are fairly close together. Lifting those hips all the way up to sky, really keeping it there. Now slowly, just one vertebrae by vertebrae coming down, so upper back first, very slowly, and the middle back, and finally the lower back. Beautiful. Now roll onto your belly from here. And come back into tabletop as we take the right knee here to the front for pigeon pose. If you haven't done pigeon before, the right knee comes more or less close to your right hand here, and the ankle more or less under the left arm. It doesn't have to be perfect in any way. And you could either just stay here, that's already quite a stretch here, on the right hip and thigh and everything, or you could come down on the forearms. So just see what option you want to go with. And I invite you to close your eyes here actually and just really soften, letting the body get into this shape. And breathing in softly through the nostrils. The more we do these type of movements, the better we are for it, because the body really needs to be stretched and loved, and this is the fascia now inside the body that's getting stretched. So just allowing that, giving ourselves that gift. And just very slowly taking that right foot carefully back into tabletop as we bring the left foot this time to the front into pigeon. But just take a moment to set this up for yourself. If you want a bit more space, you can walk the back leg further down your mat. And you'll find your sweet spot. You'll feel when you've sort of found your position. And either staying here on the palms of the hands or coming down on the forearms. One side of the body, by the way, might always feel a bit different. I feel I'm always more flexible here on this side. And here we're not squeezing the glutes, we're not holding any tightness anywhere. We're just sort of trying to let ourselves fold over that leg. Finding softness and grace and calm. And slowly coming back up, taking a nice inhale, pushing the floor away here with the hands. And bring both of your legs now to the front here. Just extend the legs in front of you. Sitting up tall, all the way up to the crown of the head. And then letting the torso come here, down towards the legs, and then the hands can just land wherever they naturally land. So maybe the toes, maybe the ankles, maybe here the thighs or outside of the shins. And staying here for a moment. And you can have the feet relaxed, just as I have. Or if you want a deeper stretch, you could flex them toward you. So just see what's best for you here right now. Beautiful, and slowly release this shape. Now we'll come into cow pose, so the stretch here from the cow. So extending the left leg, taking the right foot here over. And then this one here bends in. Oh, taking the yoga mat with me. So here we are in the cow pose. And you can now, if you want, turn over to the right here. The arm can be over the knee or here inside. And then doing the same on the other side. So extending the right leg first, taking the left leg over it, and then the right foot comes back in here, and we tilt over to the left. Very nice. Now get out of this pose here and join me in butterfly. So sitting comfortably on the mat first. Let's come a little bit forward. Yeah. And then taking the soles of the feet here together. You might want to walk yourself closer to the heels, and you'll just feel when that's the right spot for you. Then you can hold here on the outside of the feet, and maybe you want to drop your forehead like this. That's quite a deep stretch now on the inside of the thighs. Or you want to have your hands just here on the ankles or outside of the feet and just sit upright. I'm gonna go for that today. And here as well, feel very free to close your eyes, to just soften, relaxing the jaw and the tongue. And as you inhale, your belly goes out like a balloon. And as you exhale, the stomach draws back in a little bit towards you. Very nice. You can gently open your eyes, and we'll do one last pose before Shavasana, our resting position. So just come here and stand on the knees. Sitting on the heels, actually. Just sitting on the heels like this. And then taking the hands behind you, interlacing. I'll actually turn around so you see me better. So sitting like this on your heels, interlacing the fingers, the hands, and then opening up the chest, letting the head fall back down, squeezing the shoulders, and giving yourself a beautiful shoulder opening and stretch. And release the grip. Do this one more time. Very nice. And release the grip. Find your Shavasana for a moment of rejuvenation, laying here on your yoga mat, arms alongside the body. Closing the eyes. And just letting your body and your mind and your spirit absorb all the goodness of today's practice. You have a beautiful body, and you are very powerful in this life. You can choose to be present, to notice the beauty in your environment, to notice yourself and appreciate yourself for all the good qualities you have, all the gifts and the talent that you have within you. Let yourself be fueled and nourished by the waterfall here, where we've practiced today. Infuse yourself with its beauty, its strength, and just like the waterfall, you are full of resources, endless opportunities and seasons. You are connected to everything. Now very slowly, still with your eyes closed or just half opened, bring yourself up to a seated position on your mat when you're ready to close the practice with me. So you might want to move your fingers and legs first, and then just sort of roll onto one side and come up here in a seated position. Bringing your hands into prayer at the center of the chest here, the heart space. Giving yourself thanks for your practice. I hope you enjoyed this yoga class today with me by the waterfall. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care.